The classic shonen series Hunter x Hunter has an interesting cast starring powerful characters with deadly abilities and skills. The Hunter remains at the forefront when considering the strongest characters in the series. But looking at the darker side of the anime, like the underworld, bounty hunters, assassins, and other society unfriendly organizations, they also host powerful characters that can match even the strongest of the hunters. Residing on Kukuru Mountains, the Zoldyck family is a group of assassins that are famous throughout the world of Hunter x Hunter. Their strength as an assassin group is incomparable and they have made quite a name for themselves due to their overwhelming success rate. Based on facts, this portrayal appears to be true as various members of the family have shown aspects of their skills and abilities as expert nen users. The appearances of the members of the family are unknown to the public at large, and a single photo of any of the members can be sold for millions as the identity of a single member is only known by a few individuals. Their family name alone can strike fear and terror in the underworld even more than the presence of the Wolf Phantom Troop. Children in this family are trained from birth in the art of assassination. Although each member of the family has the privilege to choose the specialty of their abilities and likings as they grow up. The oldest child, Ilumi, is the master of disguise, whereas the next oldest, Miluki, is a computer wizard and expert hacker. The third son, Kilua, is showing excellent potential to become an assassin since early age. It is believed that each member of Zoldyck family begin their training from their date of birth. The children are also allowed to use the weaponry like pins, bombs, yo-yos and papers, which are also suited based on their nen abilities. Members are allowed to use a special transmitter in their assassination business. They possess a unique set of talents like resistance to almost all type of poisons, the ability to tolerate high amount of electricity and pain, and immense strength. For example, Kilua was able to open a 16-ton door before receiving any form of nen training. Even at a young age, they are already capable fighters and assassins. For example, the third son Kilua enters Heaven Arena at the age of 6 and was able to reach the celebrated 200th floor at the age of 8. Another example is the youngest son Kaluto, who was immediately accepted into the most notorious criminal gang, the Phantom Troop, at the age of 10. Without the assassination training, a Zoldyck is having a similar power to a normal human, as in case of Aluka Zoldek. During an intra-mission, when family members have conflicting ideals and principles, it is against the rule for them to kill each other. Now let's get to know each character, their place in the family and their abilities in detail. There are a total of 10 members in the family. Yes, there are 10 members if you didn't know. Let's start with the weakest family member, who is Miluki Zoldek. Miluki is the second eldest son of Silva and he was raised to become an assassin like his other siblings. However, he isn't as gifted as his siblings in terms of strength. Although weak, Miluki is a smart person who is known to have many inventions to his name. Surprisingly, he is skilled enough to use Nen, as seen when he manages to see Nanika healing Gon. The next character is Kikyo Zoldek. Kikyo is perhaps the weakest Zoldyck family member in the show. All that is known about her Nen is that she is a manipulator. She has not been featured in any fights or other type of combats, so her Nen abilities are entirely unknown. However, they are most likely powerful enough to take down many characters in the anime. The next character is Kaluto Zoldek. Kaluto Zoldek is the youngest member of the Zoldyck family and also the newest member of the Zenei Ryodan. Just like Ilumi, Kaluto is a very reliable manipulator type Nen user. The proof is he can join as a member of the Ryodan. He shows his fighting skills in the Chimera Ant arc when Kaluto can finish off one of the Chimera Ants without difficulties. His goal in joining the Ryodan is to find his sister Aluka. But it turns out that Aluka is locked up by her father Silva. The next character is Ilumi Zoldek. Ilumi is easily the creepiest of the Zoldeks. He maintains a stoic demeanor throughout the entire anime. Even when he kills, attacks or manipulates people, his facial expression stays the same. However, he revealed his genuine emotions only once after Hisoka asked if he could kill Kilua. Ilumi's Nen type is manipulation, and his Nen abilities are perfect for assassinations. Through the power of body alternations, Ilumi can change the appearance of his entire body using his Nen needles. He did this during the Hunter exam while posing as Guitar Hacker. Another one of his manipulation Nen abilities is Hypnotic Spell. Ilumi places a Nen needle in someone's brain and can control them through the preset orders. He did this to Killua to make sure he ran from any battle he thought he could not win. The next character is, of course, Killua. Kilua Zoldek is the heir to Zoldyck family, but he doesn't care about it. He made gone at the Hunter examination, and Kilua is cheeky and mischievous by default. He also has love for sweets, and Kilua, despite his eccentric personality, is still the part of Zoldyck clan. Kilua can easily pierce the chest of anyone by simply using his hand. But before Kilua discovers his Nen abilities, Kilua was already a foe to many characters. His Nen abilities revolved around electricity. His Godspeed ability allows him to strike at opponents faster than lightning, and this ability allows him to run faster than any moving vehicle. Kilua, despite his talent, is not interested in the family business. His character develops throughout the series as he moves away from his family's control. The next character is Aluka. Aluka is the second youngest child of Silva Zoldyck and is arguably the strongest member of the Zoldyck family. Even though she doesn't know how to fight, her terrifying power comes from an entity inside her, which Killua calls as Nanika. Nanika can do anything. She is known as the entity that resides in the Dark Continent and somehow can telepath with Aluka. The power possesses a huge threat even to the strongest person in the world. This is why Silva locked her so tight. Which moves us to the next character, Silva. Silva is the current leader of the Zoldyck family and a tremendously powerful fighter. Like Killua, he is a transmutation Nen user who excels in close-ranged combats. Silva is a world-renowned assassin who was strong enough to defeat one of the members of the Phantom Troop without much trouble. In Chimera Ant arc, he managed to defeat Chitu, a squadron leader, with one blow. Furthermore, he also fought Crollo and emerged unscattered during the York New City arc. The next character is Zeno. Zeno Zoldyck is the father of Silva Zoldyck and grandfather of Killua. Despite being 67 years old, Zeno is still a powerful assassin with profound Nen abilities. Zeno is a wise man who displayed his sound battle strategies in the Chimera Ant arc. In his fight against Crollo Lucifer, viewers got a good look at his strength, unhindered even by his age. Similar to Killua and Silva Zoldyck, Zeno is a transmuter with jaw-dropping speed, reflexes and agility. Zeno can easily use high-level techniques like Gyo and N masterfully. The next character is even older than Zeno, whose name is HxH Zoldyck. HxH Zoldyck is Zeno's father and is one of the two people who accompany Netero on his journey. In other words, he is Killua's great-grandfather. His Nen type is still unknown to this day, but is strong enough to accompany Netero on his journey to the Dark Continent as seen in the manga. The next and the last character from this list is even older than HxH Zoldyck. His name is Maha Zuldek, the oldest living member of the Zoldyck clan. The 120-year-old man is the grandfather of Zeno Zoldyck and he has quite a reputation. Although Maha Zuldek hasn't been revealed in the 2011 remake of Hunter x Hunter, but in the 1999 version, Maha Zuldek is present. In his prime, Maha Zuldek was so powerful than Netero, the strongest Nen user during his time as a professional assassin, that he was the only person that fought him and left their battle unscratched. Although no accounts depicts the Maha Zuldek is still powerful, but it is still reasonable to assume that the old man still has an ace up his sleeves. And that's why the Zoldyck family of assassins is an incredibly powerful group with members that possess frightening powers. Even though the show's spotlight remains on Killua, who is one of the main characters of the series, the other members of the Zoldyck family are equally interesting and mysterious. What are your thoughts on Zoldyck family members? Let me know your thoughts about them in the comment section down below, and if you enjoyed this video, then subscribe to my YouTube channel because I post daily anime content about top 10 top 5 listings, anime reviews, recommendations, news theories and all sorts of anime content on daily basis. So, if you enjoyed, please subscribe, and that was it, and I will see you in the next one. Sayonara.